Hey everybody, Happy New Year and welcome back to Tea Time. This week I'm talking about 1990s post-punk heroes JAWBOX from Washington, D.C. I first discovered them back around between 89 and 90 when they first started. I heard about them through my friends that came home from the shows, and in 91 I got to witness JAWBOX for the first time on my own when I saw them at the Nyabingi. I've seen many shows from them down here over the years. I picked up a few shirts, a couple I don't have anymore, but they were a great band and they spawned some great side projects from it as well over the years. So I'm going to get into it. This is the oldest JAWBOX shirt that I have, and I believe one of the first ones that I got. This was when they were still on Discord. This shirt's a great shirt. I like it. It's like a parody of like the Mimwax floor polish. Just a fun, colorful shirt. Very heavy-handed. Lost a lot of ink over the years. Hell, the ink was so heavy it's put a couple of holes in a couple places on it. But this was one of my favorite JAWBOX shirts that I had. I actually wore this shirt when I went to see their reunion in 2019 in DC, and yes, I was that guy, and B, I don't give a shit, and C, I wasn't the only one there wearing an old JAWBOX shirt or wearing one of the same design, which was still pretty cool. I had another one that I bought from them when I saw them at the Nyabingi. It was a white one that looked like it was a parody of the Vox logo. There's a JAWBOX in it. I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. I wish I did. But I think I have a photo, more than a couple of photos of me with that shirt on, so I'll try to post one up here so you can at least see the design. The next few I have are all reprints of classic JAWBOX designs. Right before the reunion, I found this one online and I ordered it because it was, my friend Levi had an original version of this shirt on like an athletic heather gray, and I've always loved this design. It's just like a medical photo of a jawline, a person's face. I've always, something about this design it just always hit me, and I loved having it. And I like the, I don't know if this is purple or a dark gray ink that they've used on the shirt, but I like the contrast of it on the black shirt. When Jamie and Darren and I went to the reunion, I picked up a couple of other shirts that they had reprinted old designs of. One being, this is kind of a takeoff of the cover from their album For Your Own Special Sweetheart, with the typewriter and the mermaid on it. Not a whole shot of the record cover, but inspired by that record cover. That was their first album that they did for Atlantic Records, and that was a great record. They had a video for the song Savory. MTV was playing it on 120 Minutes. JAWBOX was one of those bands that were a great band that never got the due that I believe they deserve. They've got many, many albums out, and I'll throw up photos of the albums on here so you can check them out from the Discord days up until the Atlantic record and then the DeSoto releases that they did. This other shirt is another reprint of another older design that I picked up at the reunion. Just the JAWBOX with the astronaut on it. This is a fun design. I of course had to round out my JAWBOX collection, and what better way to do it than buy it while I'm at the show. That show was a lot of fun. Packed house. They played so many good songs from all the eras and all of their albums. I remember I've seen them here in Morgantown back in the day. They used to play with my friend's band Lincoln quite a bit. Those were some great shows. I had the hugest crush on Kim Coletta, their bass player back then, and I still kind of have it now. Even when we went to the reunion, just seeing her and the way that she smiles and when she plays, she has so much fun along with the rest of the band. Everyone is just incredible. And I've seen Jay, the singer, he's got a few other projects that have been post-JAWBOX projects. He started Burning Airlines with Will Barbitt, the other guitar player from JAWBOX. They put out a couple of Burning Airlines albums along with Pete Moffat on drums. Pete used to be the drummer for Government Issue back in the day. Jay also played bass in Government Issue for at least an album or two. And Pete also used to work as a sound engineer here in town with the Nyabingi for a little while. And I believe he also played in Wool. Aside from Burning Airlines, Jay has also had other projects like a band called Channels. He's got another project called Office of Future Plans. I picked up one of those records while I was at the reunion. Incredible record. He's got a new solo album out just under Jay Robbins. And I got to see Jay at Club Cafe in Pittsburgh in 2019. I think this was either right before or right after the JAWBOX reunion. He was on the tour for his new solo album, Unbecoming. So I have a bonus shirt, which isn't a JAWBOX shirt, but this is a Jay Robbins shirt that I picked up at that show. Jay is just an incredible guitar player. I love his style, I love his sound. He also has a recording studio in Baltimore. And I didn't realize over the years that some of my friends, like David and Shirley from Gertie and Vivid Low Sky, they are good friends with Jay and they've recorded with Jay. My friend Tom, that played in Jet Set Vapor Trails with me, he was also in Vivid Low Sky with David and Shirley, and they recorded with Jay on one of the last albums, on one of the last two albums that Tom was a part of before he passed away in 2018. And I was always jealous. He came. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Baltimore to record this weekend. We're going to record with Jay Robbins." And I was like, "You're recording with Jay Robbins? Can I come to record with Jay Robbins?" He just laughed at me and played it off. But that's all right. I've always looked up to Jay and his writing and the way he records bands. I just love his style. Funny story, when I saw him on the solo tour, I was talking with him at the merch booth and I accidentally hit him in the eye with the brim of my hat while we were talking. The first band was on and I leaned in to say something so he could hear me, and I ended up poking him in the eye with my hat, and I felt like an entire jackass. And he kind of looked at me funny. We played it off, but we talked for a little while and had a good time and shared some memories about Tom and talking about David and Shirley. But JAWBOX was an incredible band. I've got tons of flyers. I'll try to throw up a couple of flyers from back in the day, from the Nyabingi era. They're another one of those bands you have so many timestamps and so many memories, you can't get through all of them. And if I did, this would be probably a half-hour, 2-hour long video, which I'm sure none of you would want to sit through. Anyway, if you haven't heard JAWBOX, go check them out. If you have heard JAWBOX, you know what I'm talking about. Adam Jode, this goes to you. I don't care what you say. You can kiss my butt. JAWBOX is the real deal, and that's all there is to it. So, and that's the only shout out you'll get in one of my videos. So anyways, JAWBOX, Washington, D.C., fun, incredible post-punk band. I hope you guys had a great New Year's, and everyone's staying safe, and I will see you next week with another one. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year.